We'll be starting in 10 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Yep, that's one reason why I have this. It's really nice. Otherwise, it's just way too expensive.
I'm probably gonna use one of my 12-hour ones.
Yeah,
Because I've been playing a lot of other classes lately, so I can probably just,
yeah, it just sucks to do.
yeah.
I mean, in a situation like this, it's probably... Hold on. How much is it for a thesis on masterful strength?
It's up to a
Only...
gold now.
No, that's learned. Masterful
Oh,
is...
thesis.
That would
Never mind.
be 7 gold? How much was it to craft? It goes to efficiency. Thesis on masterful strength.
It also does last an hour rather than 30 minutes, but...
Yes, so... If one of these is... $1 gold per. That would be 2 gold per person. 2 gold, so... Here, let me sort the composition. You're up, 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 down, down, up. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 people who would use it. 9 times 2 is 18 gold. So it would actually be worth making thesis. Considering we have a little bit of time, may as well make one. Because at the very least, if you like use the primer stuff, I mean, it's still cheaper to make it like that.
Does primer still apply to the thesis version, or just the...
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So since we have some time, I'll just go make one. Not making 2. Well, actually, no, 2 would be fine. I'm only making 2 though. Thesis on masterful strength.
When you use a primer and you already have a utility running, does it extend that utility, or do you have to consume a new one?
whatever, it will always round up to the nearest hour. So, based on whatever new utility you use.
I mean, like, if you use a utility and then use the primer, does the primer still work, or is it like...
Primer still works, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. And then... this will go there. I've made 2. It's just really... I mean, I had a lot of the materials. It's just... each one is equivalent to like 7 gold. So I'm not gonna... if I'm gonna keep making them, I'm gonna need money support.
Yeah, I don't mind.
But it is actually worth since 9 of us will use it.
Yeah, so like if all 9 of us were using RIT, it would be effectively 2 gold for an hour for 9 of us. That'd be 18 gold, as opposed to the thesis, which is 7, 8. So I think it makes a lot more sense.
Yep. So that's what we'll do.
That's cool. It actually plurals, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says 2 theses instead of 2 theses of masterful strengths.
Yep. So, again, just as a quick refresher, please remember that safety is what's important, consistency is what's important. We only have so much time, and if we keep wiping due to dumb stuff, progression is going to really slow. So, making sure that you live is what's important. We can always adapt strategies as we need to. Otherwise, for Zaitan, we just need to get better at the burst. Make sure our soul beasts are good with the con declare. Ideally, healing spring, but you can also use bear stance with stance share. Remember that the vert and alacrity people need to head out pretty quick after you begin bursting for your green. Remember that you will have a portal for your second. And to prioritize succeeding in the greens rather than having a good giant kill. Because we can easily, like, our Zaitan DPS check is honestly really easy. So if giants are bad, it's fine. The quickness people are going to be close, which means Moose can easily just throw down a road. Because the most dangerous parts of giants is getting feared, but also the vomit that they do. And of course,
The
avoid
vomit's basically instant death.
pretty much. Remember that all the AoEs that Zaitan puts down, they do debilitate. Please do avoid them. It's mostly relevant for the people doing greens. As for everyone else, as long as you're close to the edge, you're good. What we can
I was
always...
watching a ham point of view for Zaitan. On the 3rd green, if we do end up having to do it, the spit lands directly on top of
but
the
you can
green.
projectile, destruct, or reflect any of them. So it's very easy for Thylan to throw his tablet over if need be.
Okay.
Over which?
Noro's just talking about Noro's just talking about if we ever have to do 3rd greens, Zaitan AoE goes on the 3rd green, but you can projectile destruct it. So that's where like a Ventari tablet bubble can come in. If needed,
okay,
but we shouldn't have to do it anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just waiting for our Moose to get back, and we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, I have my doubts that we're going to see 3rd green.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be an issue.
Most groups don't, right? So...
yeah, we did early on in progression, but after we started, getting consistently to Zaitan, we never did it again. Maybe on the rare occasion where something went wrong.
Yep. I mean, you pretty much just do the normal rotation. Nothing too big. You're going to end up using Gunsaber 2 more. Always use Gunsaber 3 when you're at max stacks. I mean, you can only use 3 once. So it's just like, do you do 3-4 or do you do 2-4? Or do you do 2-3 or whatever? That's all. Um... I mean, Pugs should absolutely CC Bone Skinner, at least for the first one.
It's like so much extra damage, and then if you do CC the expose, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, the first one's always fine, but
Like
the
sometimes
others,
you don't want to do it if you're gonna get stuck inside of a bad AoE or something, but
yeah, but that's for like later ones. Welcome.
yeah. First one's really
Hello.
safe. Hello?
The rule for Bone Skinner is if you succeed the first one, then the special action key will be available at the right time for the second one. And then for the third, fourth, fifth, as long as it constantly succeeds. But if it ever fails once, no matter if it's first, second, third, then it will never consistently line up. So you can never
Oh, that makes sense.
get CC consistently for the rest. My goal for today is, what is it? I want us to properly succeed Scream a few times. If we don't complete Zaitan, that's fine, but I want to be more consistent getting to Zaitan and succeed the Scream and properly spread and all that.
Is that Sharur?
It is indeed.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody using that before.
It is my favorite skin on the entire world. This is the night version.
Ready check.
When you eat a thesis, it disappears.
Just like a feast, yeah. You ate the book.
I ate the book, and it was delicious.
Yum yum. I think that I need to stop driving vehicles with tires. Because this is the third one that's popped on me this year.
Oh, I forgot to change my heel. Whatever.
Oh, nice. Now I'm out of combat, so I could change my build. Yeah!
Sorry if Inoquicus was like messaging somebody.
Oh jeez, this push is weird.
Well, my rotation's delayed. That's a fail. On triangle side, GG.
You know what? It's okay because I messed up the void pool there.
Ready check.
The ready check came up right as I was turning and I almost ran off the edge.
3, 2, 1.
That's still fine?
Yep. It was just a little tight push.
Up hitting.
Hold. Dragon Slash. It's a fail, GG. I think there was only one Dragon Slash there. Two would have done it.
Ready check.
Two down. One very low down.
Pulse.
One down, two down.
That's a GG.
Yeah.
Ready check.
Fail on triangle and swirl.
Ready check.
We must cleanse that corrupted magic. Push it into the prismatic rift. It's been purified. Ready to send it back. Exposed.
Good stuff. Three, two, one. One gold dead. It's good damage though. Continue. Half attention. Fuck. Gotta make sure you get in the portal grid.
Ready check.
Good damage, but not at the cost of a tough.
Push it into the prismatic rift. It's been purified. Before I get to send it back. Exposed.
Come on. Triangle sign.
How did one person get spread? Oh, is that gonna cause a bug?
Did we GG right at the beginning of, right at the end of green?
Hopefully it's fine.
No, wait, no, we
Ready,
died to
check.
green. That's fine. We're good.
He's some of the weirdest things in this fight.
Come on, man.
Purified. Break it to send it back.
Guys. Three, two, one, now.
$73.
Yep. You died, really? I mean, without alacrity, there's not a lot of like GG. Alacrity in the green person is important. Sure, we could have gotten to more Jamoth, but
Ready, check.
or even Titan, but then green would fail. Just too much we would have to do. Oh wait, whatever. We'll get to Primordus and go from there. Gotta practice my new
So, I'm thinking about it. We don't get spread when the bug happens.
Yeah.
I could drop a portal and just portal everybody out and nobody has to worry about spread. We know when the bug's gonna happen. So we could at least get something out of it. I'm guessing if we do that, Winfrey will have to save his portal for second green because we're probably gonna have to do a second one.
I mean, at that point when we have to completely change
Ready,
strategies.
check.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, we could get something out of it still if we wanted.
Honestly, like, we lose some DPS time, but we're, like, pretty good on DPS at the moment. So we might be able to make the check anyway.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the only
if things
thing.
go well, for sure. It will probably mess with Lanius a bit because the timing on the boons will be different though.
One down.
Push it into the
In.
That was really close to being too early.
I had a really good opener. Three, two, one, now. Good. Damage is fine. Just playing safe.
One dead.
Oh, come on. It's gonna hold my dragon cage.
We would have cleared it so much.
Whatever, it's just the DPS, or I'll take a spread. Just progress so we can actually get more later phases. We'll just do 3 wave marshmallow. And then we'll get people practicing basic burst on giants, but also make sure that first green succeeds. Giants are gonna be messy.
He'll have to stack on the body.
Irritation's all Need that protection rifter or some damage. One down, one. Oh.
Bush was kind of right towards the ad spawn, so.
Yeah.
Ready check.
Alright. Gotta be careful about the Zaitan group on the orb.
Corrupted magic. Push into the bridge. It's been purified. Network taken back.
That'll be bad. Barely. One down, two, one down. Oh, we got the bug last time. Forgot. Forgot, whatever. I'm focused on other things, so
Oh,
if we ever get the bug, please just keep it in mind. Remind.
is it fine if we GG while the greens are out
Ready
for
check.
Primordius?
Probably. Oh, somebody. Just focus on my. And we have a dead. GG. Then, if somebody got spread, they shouldn't have. I don't know when you died him. Oh, okay.
Ready check.
fucking. Three, two, one. Always hurts. We're regular after this. I think the one that's way back there is what was caused them. My bad. It's walking backwards into the station.
Sorry, I was late.
Another corruption order. You know what to do.
Good job.
Remember, always play it safe. 3, 2, 1. Die, one very low. Are you?
We phased in time.
Oh, we phased after the chomp showed up, but before the spread showed up then. They aren't the exact same time.
No. It's not fixed. We just phased before.
Should I just
Ready
go?
check.
We phased like while the oranges were spawning. So we were fine.
Wish there's a clear way of knowing when a bug is there and when it isn't. But if they could do that, they could probably fix the bug.
Push it into the prismatic rift.
On the bright side, we won't bug it.
Ready check.
Wait for green. Okay.
Ready check.
I'm still clean.
Break it to send it back. Dragon Lord is exposed.
I've broken.
Ready check.
And you run the right one, right? Like, or are we stacking them in the same spot? Okay. Yeah, I can try to do that. The timing has let me get off a little bit extra burst before I open it as well, but Safety's more important.
Good recovery. Yeah, I left too early.
Ready check.
I am.
No bug.
Beautiful.
Might be. Yeah, I'm not gonna portal.
Or-
Ready check.
Someone didn't get it. Oh no. Good.
far out there. Back up on the left side green. That's dangerous.
Cycle ends. We are truly awake.
We must cleanse that corrupted magic. Push it into the prismatic rift. It worked! The dragon board is exposed. We must cleanse that corrupted magic. Push it into the prismatic rift.
Oh, that sounds all bugged.
There, it's been purified. The port has sent it down. The dragon board is exposed.
One down. gonna have one storm seal.
I'll get that from Green. He came over to us. Hold or keep going? Oh, cool.
Another corrupted orb. You know what to do. What began as void shall return to
Watch for bees.
Coming to you.
Power us, maybe. Nope. Is it not just normal DPS anyway?
We'll probably only have 2 on us, and then Green's gonna be messy. Ondi cleanse is ready.
I got 6 by reach. Didn't get back to the group in time to get my own cleanse.
The red was also directly on top of our green.
Oh, we can go there if you want. Yeah, Moose. That's fine. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
That'd be good, yeah. Yeah, I would do it from over here. Like on the other side of the platform entirely, since I think Winford's doing a portal from here anyway.
It helps make sure that I always despawn before my star 5 ends. Which does a lot to keep me alive.
It's too bad you can't use the hewing skill while you're in Dragon Trigger. I have a question about, because I don't really played the class or anything, of course, but flow stabilizer, do you basically just use it on cooldown or off cooldown? Okay. Does the is it to the limit? The healing skill that gives you flow? Does that give you 2 stacks or 1 stack of flow? What if because like limit has a long cast time, otherwise I'd say like it's probably better to use to the limit for flow, but that cast time is just ugh. Yeah, but I mean like if you took to the limit and used it on cooldown, and then instead of taking flow stabilizer took like a signet or something, but yeah. Yeah. Exactly. That makes sense, yeah. How's it been working for Mordremoth, by the way? Yep. You're auto attacking, I'm guessing. We'll still hit the damage checks without it. It's the only like big thing that would be significantly easier with double blade sworn is the Goliath. And even that, like having a virtuoso means we can kill it from a distance if we don't burst it fast enough. So it's not like a big difference. Hammer or greatsword?
just realized I still have myself muted on the stream.
Oh yeah.
Something. Maybe Bladesworn's good, but what matters is consistency and damage, and if you can perform similarly as a Bladesworn on your vert, which I'm pretty sure you can, then I'm not concerned.
Like, I know I don't enjoy Bladesworn, and that's why I haven't tried to put any time into it, despite how good it is. So.
And I've very much been enjoying Bladesworn.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun little skill things you can do with it. And I have 3 separate builds. You also just don't get the pleasure of having just one hit doing gigantic damage on any other build outside of like Rifle Deadeye.
That was the part that looked really fun to me, but like, yeah, the rotation itself just, I don't know. Like, I know that there are other versions that do a little less damage, but it's kind of hard to find them because everybody just wants to do the best one.
Yeah, I mean, I do what I do, and I understand the multiple different loops of it. How do I put it? I mean, I would like to say it's similar to like an Axe Mirage, but I don't play Axe Mirage much, but with Axe Mirage, like you have multiple different things that you can do based on different shatter cooldowns.
Exactly. And I don't know, my issue, maybe if I could do a discipline rotation, I'd like it. I know that there is one out there, I'd probably have to find it, but the
Let's look.
like, I don't know.
YouTube.com goes to Bladesworn DPS. So let's see. So we've got the 41k rotation that I use, and I very much enjoy it. There's the one that's currently on Snowcrows, but how different is it? I mean, it's only like 500 damage difference, but still. Not much difference here. I mean, this is very similar to the other rotations. There's no point in looking at it. We don't care about that. And I'll look at it, but I'll not hold on it. What is this low intensity Bladesworn? This is actually bad.
31k? Is that the one?
I did not recommend this. What the fuck? Dude. What is this person doing?
He's not even using Gunsaber 3.
It's low intensity. You're supposed to make it as simple as possible. But still. Alright, what else? 11 months ago? But I think, how different is this rotation?
11 months ago was before the banner changes.
NOC, probably. Yeah, like any discipline stuff is gonna be
It
a
got
4,
nerfed pretty bad, yeah.
so there's no point. I mean, I very much enjoy Bladesworn. I would love more people to play Bladesworn because it's fun, but you don't enjoy, you don't enjoy. But if you don't understand it, I can easily clarify things. It is a lot of fun. And you can easily modify the build to bring it to encounters that aren't great for Bladesworn. It has so much Aegis spam and survivability if you take Immortal Dragon. You just never
Yeah.
die.
And there's not, like, due to the way it bursts, even the fights like Matthias and stuff, like, it's not gonna be bad as long as you...
Yeah.
Like, if you're wearing Thief Runes, it's gonna be bad. But if you're wearing Eagle or Scholar or doing some other option, it's gonna be fine because, like, the reason condition builds are better there is because you can continue stacking up damage while he's in his bubble, but Bladesworn can do the same thing because they sit in Dragon Trigger and wait for it to end.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, it's... I've only spent maybe like an hour playing around with it, and I just couldn't find something that fit well for me.
Yeah, with an hour, like, Bladesworn did take me a while to get used to. It is not an easy rotation to just pick up and be like, oh, I want to play Bladesworn. What the fuck is going on? Like, how does... I don't understand how this rotation works. I had to watch a video from Nike to at least get some basic understanding of it. And then...
I say it doesn't play similarly to any other build I know of.
Maybe that's one reason why I enjoy it.
Because, like, the resource management, the faster you do it, the easier it is. And if you do it slower, then it feels like you're missing things. I don't know.
I mean, they get it, like,
and obviously you have to have that muscle memory or it's just terrible. Which is what I have trouble with. Yeah. Like... That's why I wish I could just go discipline, because I would, you know, use Dragon Trigger, Gunsaber 3, and then I could basically swap back to Axe Pistol and do the Axe rotation. And then by the time I have flow, I can go back into Dragon Trigger immediately. But
I mean, I enjoyed the old rotation. Took me a while to get used to this one.
Yeah.
Just don't like forced movement, getting interrupted, relying on people's portal placement, the melee and edge positioning.
DS Dragon Spike mine?
I mean, that is forced movement.
Yeah. I mean, we could always, like... Other than Jormag, we don't have to be right on the edge. And that's just that we're dodging the ice. Like, I don't typically sit right on the edge the entire time. I try to move in a little bit afterwards, but...
When you're welcome to play Vert, I recommend it if you really just don't enjoy Bladesworn. But I gave you spread duty because it's easier to perform the Bladesworn rotation by not having to micromanage the edge, because the edge is much more stressful. But you can deal with all the forced movement stuff.
I don't hate forced movement unless it's like certain bosses. Like when I was playing Reaper and we were doing Deimos, and I mistargeted my Shroud 2 and flew off the edge. It's just like so frustrating, but obviously it shouldn't happen because it should target properly, but yeah, that's also another thing, like backwards force movement. I guess the only time I ever really use it is with Daredevil, a Condi Daredevil. And you go forward, backwards, or backwards, forwards. Mirage Staff too. I don't like Staff Mirage. But Axe Mirage has the forward force movement that I don't like in Axe 2. it's like slow and goes straight towards the boss. You can't like do it through the side of the boss like you can with like Willbender F2 or something.
Go ahead.
So I do have some bad news.
Without a target, yeah.
I have a new job,
No good.
so I'm going to become inconsistent.
Oh?
Um,
Is it an exciting new job?
I mean, I'm happy, yeah.
Good.
So
Congrats.
teaching-ish job. It's like a science STEM like workshop excursion place.
Interesting.
Where we run a bunch of like classes and labs, activities, stuff with kind of the tech that doesn't make sense for a single school to afford or buy. But if you concentrate like 8 or 10 schools, making a place like this works.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So like we have a lot of like the more expensive like chemistry diagnostic stuff. We have a bunch of VR stuff, 3D printing.
What age group are you going to
360
be working
projector. Secondary, largely.
Okay, that's not too bad.
With some
I don't think I
variants.
could do
'Cause,
elementary.
like, we can modify stuff. But primarily that's where we're amped up.
Do you know if it's going to be different days, or is it just going to be like...
At the moment, I'm casual, but that's my priority.
Okay.
And it's until I figure out what I can manage around chronic fatigue, then I will probably try to settle into something routine.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to be more inconsistent. I'm still pretty like frustrated in the thing, so it feels pretty bad to me to be coming to sessions at the moment. Yeah. So you might want to start looking for somebody.
I don't know if we'll be able to find people that can do or want to do Heal Quickness Herald.
I mean, I don't
hammer.
mind doing it. It's just hard to replace me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Like-
easy, but no one. It's hard for someone to perform as well as me and replace.
It's hard to find people that are willing to reprogress that are able to perform as well as you. Like, there's a lot of people out there that play Bladesworn really well and do tons of damage, but they're not going to want to reprog. They're just going to want to keep clearing with their statics.
Yeah.
Yep. Or come to a group that needs very little prog.
Yep. And
it's kind of what I was hoping for.
Yeah, I was hoping for it as well. I was not expecting all the struggle we've been having. It's annoying because I was expecting us to at least be clearing by now. We really shouldn't be reprogging at a state where all of us are pretty much new. Yeah, it's really frustrating. But
yeah.
My brain is just not engaged either, because...
And like part of it's definitely that we're doing different strategies, and we're, you know, if we fail the DPS check, we're just accepting the death. Things like that. Like while regular progression, we would just, the bugs.
I mean, but that's
waste
not
tons of time.
All today was.
No, today, like, you know, people getting hit by Primordius Chin Boop, you know, dying to Mortarmoth waves. Like these are the, you know.
That's the stuff that is frustrating. Like adapting to new strategies, that shouldn't have taken as long as it has been, and people are just not playing it safe. Like,
or you know, even the big chomp, like not taking portal properly, whether it's in or out.
Yeah.
Like if the portal's not working, then people should say so, and we can do something else. But like it works most of the time, and I don't know if people are trying something new when it fails or what. But like, I don't know. Like today, I got downed once, so I'm performing pretty consistently. But
so have I, except for that one Mortarmoth fuck up, and I'm fine if we have occasional fuck ups, but that's all today was, and we can't have that, and I don't know how to deal with it. Like we should have started weekly clears like a month ago.
Yeah, and I don't know, like, I know we do have a couple of like people who haven't cleared it before,
Yeah, but that's only 2 people.
yeah, and then
Who hasn't cleared before?
Moose and Greg.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone else is part of the original static that did clear.
yeah,
And it's not like that many roles have changed.
yeah,
And yet people are still making the same mistakes. It's like, I don't have people to replace them. I mean, I could, of course, advertise, but then who wants to join Re-Prog?
yeah.
New people who would actually want to reprogress.
Like, I think the easiest thing would be like new people that want to progress, want to play DPS specifically is probably really easy to replace. But like, you know, we're gonna hit that Mordremoth wall when we get the Suwon. They're gonna fall apart in their DPS. And like, you know, that right now we're not even getting the Suwon, so I don't know if that really matters. But
I mean, I'll just need a couple pulls there, but then I'll be fine. But
yeah,
I mean, I can do any role.
That's most of us, right?
I just,
Or at least a few of us.
yeah, I can play any role. I just don't want to play like a heal quick herald all the time. Like, I want to get to a
especially-
weekly thing, and then like if me and Thailand wanted to swap, if he wanted like, I don't know, play Bladesworn or Vert or something, then that's very easy to do. And I know everything that Thailand does, and it's just DPS as far as he's concerned.
yeah,
I don't need to know everything the DPS does.
Yeah.
I was walking through somebody role swapping.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, so there are like no mechanics? I'm like, yes. Yes,
Yeah,
this
play-
is part of the reason why we're swapping you to DPS.
I got to play DPS for a clear a couple weeks ago, and oh my goodness, it was nice. Just
You just get to
stand
focus
in
on
one
your rotation.
place.
Chill.
Unbind Wazd. No, I don't know. It's a different experience for sure.
Yeah, it's just we need a solution to this
Yeah,
Re-Prog. Because obviously I want to do different strategies because everyone was experienced and I know we can do it. But it's taking longer than expected. Yes, we can go back to previous strategies and lower DPS, but would that solve our issues? Like, we
no,
can
because
go
people
back-
would still be dying unless they're legitimately not dying to greed and they're dying to mistakes that they would have made without greeding. Then I don't think it would fix anything. Like, we're
Okay.
making the DPS
mean-
fix comfortably.
A lot of the Primordius deaths is because like with lower DPS you could not flank, right?
Yeah.
So people can just stand in that spot.
And like, you know, maybe switching to the flank side was a mistake for progression because like it seems like deaths have been happening a lot. I don't know if
we
it
can
was
always swap
better or
back.
worse before, but
I mean, it's not
it's
hard
just,
to just do a second chomp.
yeah. And like we could do that. It wouldn't bother me. We aren't using the portal for anything else.
Yeah.
But
So let's say
would
we,
that make
let's
people
say
stop
we
dying?
went back to the other strat on Primordius, and we do a second chomp. We intentionally hold DPS, take a portal, do the green, come back. That solves the Primordius issues. Done.
Solved the bug with Primordius.
We still have people dying all the time in Purification 1.
Yeah, that I can't help with.
Nope.
Like I don't know what defensive tools Soul Beasts have or mobility tools, but I don't think they have anything to protect themselves in there.
No.
Like they just have to position better.
Mm-hmm.
But almost everybody else
Purification
has
one
a
being
block or a
Timecaster?
blink.
Nope, like the very
Purification
beginning
1,
of
the
the
first
fight.
one.
Oh, the initial one. Yeah, it's just get good.
Yeah, it is just get good.
Because they're
We-
DPS, they're not pushing.
Yeah.
Let's get good. If you're pushing, then you can have situations where things get shit.
I don't believe I've ever gone down in Purification 1 outside of maybe 1 or 2, like, I got hit by lightning. I don't think I've ever gone any other down any other time. Maybe one more due to like passive damage.
I get hit sometimes when like I can't see the orange circle on the ground and I blink into it or roll through the orb to start counter pushing into it. But
yeah, I have it specifically
rare.
moving around the orb counter pushing because I'm like double dodging through the bad right now. So sometimes if the lightning timing is really bad and it's positioned really badly, I'm fucked.
Yep.
That's about it. That's the only time that I'm vulnerable, I think.
Yep.
And then Purification 2, like, we're actually doing really well with it. Like, we had a lot of trouble with that in our first progression, but we have...
I mean, Purification...
Like, Moose has died a few times, but she hasn't done it before, so it's like, you know...
A lot of Purification 2 gets solved by the Verts and Burst.
Yeah.
And if you have those two things, which we have, like... Yeah, a lot of the random shit is the Verts, right?
Yeah.
Because you just have to sort out the pushing.
Yeah.
And when to distort and when not to distort and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Right now it seems to go pretty well. Like, the only thing I think we can improve on is, like, the initial push could be a bit faster, but I know Lanius can only attack so fast.
Well, and it's...
Like, I mean, I could probably just push there if you want it pushed faster.
I guess I could probably use...
I'm not doing anything.
Well.
All right. Well, I mean, yeah, if you're able to, like, I don't want to get it so fast that we're pushing back before the time caster dies.
Be a little bit faster than what it does.
Because especially,
I just think there's only so fast that
it
rifle's
gets dangerous
gonna get it
fast.
going. Like, it's a slow ramp for sure. I'm just like, all right, I'm hammering away and it's barely moving.
Yeah.
I should be able to throw faster developments on it while sitting on the group.
Like tonight,
Plus,
I got
like,
to
just
the
use
point
hammer because we've had enough CC, so I don't have to start 5.
Tonight, I got to the point where like I've got it going as soon as it's targetable. So
yeah, and it still takes all the way until then, until it's like it's
yeah, the rifle nerf was on.
One annoying issue that I was hoping people would have adapted to on their own, but obviously expecting people to do something on their own is not something I should expect. Spreads. I should not have to camp the very fucking edge of the platform to ensure I don't get spread. Like, people, like, every session or something, we get like a few pulls at least where somebody gets spread they shouldn't have. And the only people that don't get spread are soul beasts who literally just stand still. And then it's very easy for me to not get spread. So either it's the problem of a soul beast of not just camping towards the edge, or just all the spread people just stand a little bit to the side, a little bit more towards center. Like,
I mean, you could notate those polls and like go look at replays and see if somebody's doing something funny on them. I know sometimes I'll go into muscle memory mode when I come back from the portal and I'll just go right here. And then I'm like, wait, I need to get back out. But like on occasion I'm too late, but
it's the same with the void pulls though.
Yep.
Like I'm pushing people in.
Yeah. And with
because
that, like I've taken them a few times because
get good.
Yep, exactly. And when that happens, like I'm like, okay, I'll just go far away, and then right when it drops, I'll blink back to group. Like I'm safe with that at least, but
because I need to stand close enough in that I am giving boons to DPS.
And that's you're doing the right thing. I'm doing the wrong thing in that case, but.
There's once or twice where I've not gotten spread, and I can't even imagine how that happened because I'm usually heading across the middle of the red circle, already getting to spread spot, like, because I have to go so far out.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm leaving the neck there to drop Alacrity with F2 usually, so...
It does depend if you loop through, like, a bit closer into the middle or not.
But it's been weeks since that happened, I think, too, so...
Okay, probably good then.
It didn't happen in recent memory.
Yep. that was probably some of the DPS learning to be closer to the edge. Then,
So
if you haven't had it happen.
purification 1, nothing we can do. Jormag, people are fucking up greens and spreads. Greens, not much you can do. Spreads. Just be closer to the.
I don't know if people think they have to be outside of the boss's circle, but we could adopt a stand on X strategy. It's just that we're gonna get hit by lasers if we do. Just the fact that, you know, square is along the line might make people think we have to be along the line for some reason.
I mean, one problem, I guess, is, I guess I don't. People may think, where's the communication?
Yeah, and
Bam talks very little. Winfer talks very little. I mean, all of us here, we're still here because we don't really have too much to focus on after HTcm. We're all at least communicative. But it's like, I always forget everyone on the team. If I already talked about Sam, who else has left? Got you.
I mean, M's not, and
Yeah, M
Gray.
doesn't say too much. And then you done bad. Moose. I mean, Moose has a hard job.
Yeah, that's
Always
why I
one
don't
of the
really
hardest
feel.
jobs.
I don't feel any like negativity towards Moose's trouble with adapting to it. It's just I really wish that she would use the plugin.
She is using it.
She is using it. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, like, it's been more consistent lately. I don't know if,
Yeah, she has been getting more consistent. That would make sense then.
but like it's
still
so
a little
hard,
bit
so I
inconsistent,
definitely don't. Like, if somebody messes up throwing a red, like it's expected.
So we've got Jormag issues. There's nothing much to do. It's very, I mean, it's easy for me to just move the markers so they're like here, there.
One of the big things for purification 1, I mean, some people are just like not looking at their feet.
Yeah.
I don't know how to solve that.
I don't know how
the
to
other
solve
one
that
is
either.
just telling people not to double dodge.
Yeah.
Just buy everybody a Red Bull and tell them to.
So you always, because if you have a dodge up, you basically don't die, right?
Yeah.
Or you have to like not press buttons. But like the problem often is that people will like double dodge because they want to like get to a crab and greed, and then a lightning spawns and they die.
I mean,
You
even
get, like,
10, like
360.
they have other options. Like they have their F2, if they're soul beasts, and everybody else has a mobility skill or a defensive skill that they can use.
They do. Not everybody has that muscle memory though.
No,
And everybody has the dodge. Should have the dodge muscle memory, right?
I'd hope so. Like, I've been getting really good at using sword for defensive plus offensively. Like, I will wait till the very last moment before I get hit by a storm sphere, and I'll just boop, free damage.
Feels so good. Yeah. I've been getting it a few times on Mama with the big spin.
Yeah.
That feels incredible.
Mm-hmm. So,
but you know,
we can go back to the other strategy because people aren't adapting to it as well as they should, just for the sake of consistency. And worst case, what is it? If Noth swaps to Vert, very easy to just throw a portal on Noth, and then
we could just go for just 2 chomp. We can do
2 chomp, just same people on green, wait for everyone to come back, just do nothing. When they're back, do the thing. Done. Rocket who gives a fuck? Purification 2, I'm actually not worried about that.
The only problem I would have with going back to like slow strats is it kind of defeats the whole purpose of using heralds the way we are, which is fine, like, but it's like it doesn't seem like the most enjoyable way to deal with the reds. But
I mean, it's not.
To be fair, ham is not the most enjoyable way to deal with the red. Like, there is no enjoyable way to deal with the reds.
Yeah. It's just doing it one way versus another. That's all.
Yeah. But I don't know, like.
Then we have Morgemoth. There's very little to do. Like, people just need to get better at waves. There's nothing else.
Like, that was something like when we first started I did a lot of Harvest Temple normal mode with pugs, and as miserable as that is, I would
Yep.
just do it, and I would go to Mortar Moth, and I would survive, you know, and focus on DPS while doing waves, and then if I was dying to waves, focus on just making the phase last longer by not doing DPS and then jumping.
And then Zaitan, Soul Beast needs to learn to place the Healing Spring in the proper spot. That's easy enough to teach.
Oh, I was gonna ask. I didn't really see how the scream went because we actually got a few of them down today, but like people got downed to scream, and I don't know what happened to the rest of the people. Did they actually get feared?
Well, let's get some logs up. I have a log manager instance.
We had people dead
Yeah, we
for
had
both,
people.
right?
Yeah, which makes it
Best-
hard to tell as well because let's say
It
they
was
died right beforehand, the
always-
giants, because that happened.
There was always a Blade Swan dead, I think.
Well, let's find out.
Or maybe there was a Alacrity dead for one. And like the giants didn't die that quickly.
So here we have a log at Zaitan.
I took a lot of damage to spit, but that's like I'll learn that positioning. That's fine.
Combat, Zaitan. Here we have Noth dead, but we actually killed all the giants.
Yeah, that was the one where. Okay, so the red was on top of our green, I think, for that. And that was
Whose
the other
red
one.
was it, by the way? Let me see.
Well, yeah, we'll have to find out.
If I fucked up, that's my bad.
So here we are.
Oh wow, I hit 40k on Mordermoth.
So this is the state of everyone right before Scream. Thailand's very low, Twinkle's low, Gray's low, and Sam's a little low.
Is that he
That's
casted
tons of
healing
health for me.
spring already, or no? He was trying to cast it, but it. So he didn't pre-cast it. He casted it during.
My problem here is that I'm too far away from the group.
Yeah, and that just comes from you don't need to place them at the center. You always,
Yeah. But we'll fix that. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, that's easy enough, and that's just for all phases, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, except for
You can do it in the morning.
Mordramoth. Mordramoth, it's better. Going mid.
Whatever works.
We have a lot more space to do things we need to do on Mordramoth. Going mid.
It's just this is
And if we fuck up, our fuck ups
Yeah,
get
fit
eaten
right in.
by the AoE. By the mid AoE.
So I got stun broken there.
I stun broke.
Okay, you did.
I think it was just me.
Did Sam use bear stance? I don't know if it shows up on the.
I'm going backwards in time.
He used one wolf pack at a kind of weird time.
I'm still going back in
No
time.
bear stance.
There's bear stance. Bear stance. Look at
Okay,
that.
so that was how many seconds early? Because it
Before
lasts for
void
4
pools are
seconds,
applied?
right? Oh.
He just used it because he was low.
Hold on, we're going back in time.
Heal muscle memory. Yeah,
Yes.
Yep.
that's an understandable mistake.
Yeah, it's just
It's dangerous though, because that's a wipe if you don't successfully stun break us.
Oh, it's bad, but it's
that's what
Yeah.
why it's understandable.
we haven't been doing it that much with this group, so like you don't have the
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting the other two logs going. Or maybe we'll leave the other log.
it's the kind of stuff where you can like buffer it for people learning by telling them to hold it.
Yep.
But then you need to make sure they like internalize the skill. Otherwise, you keep having to call it every time.
Scream is about to happen. So this is the state of one of our poles. You guys threw it over there. Noth is dead here. Left is low, M's down, Dylan's low, Moose is low.
This is probably the one where I get down by the scream, yep. So I don't know, did I have protection right there? I did not.
No. Nobody. Well, no, left dead. Everyone did but you.
Yeah. Probably because I was running over to the green earlier than other people or something.
Yeah. And then on this pole, oh, we just got to Zaitan, didn't we? Yeah. So we only had 2 to reference.
So that one's
yeah.
the one where they were
Was
on
it the
reds were on the green.
Was it the middle red, or was it the left, the red off the side that was blocking your green? By the way, on that other pole.
Let's find out.
Not this one, the one
Not
before.
this one. Let me find it.
Which one was blocking your green here? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head. I have to see it in the replay.
Because this shouldn't. The middle one shouldn't be blocking any reds here, right?
So we have green up here, green up here.
So we're probably fine on this one. But you can't come back, which is...
Oh, does it not show the greens on the replay?
Not this
No.
green, I guess.
Okay, so it's...
It does
It's
show
showing the
greens.
other ones.
Huh. Interesting.
I guess we didn't kill Zaitan or something. Or we had too many dead.
But it was
What?
the other poll where the reds
The other
are...
poll? Okay.
Yeah, I'll post a screenshot.
We'll get to it. It's fine, yeah. Yeah, I mean, these placements are bad for sure.
So like green would be here or here.
Yeah. Yeah, this placement's awful. Which is both of us.
So
Yeah, you guys can put it along the edge because nobody's fighting
Yeah,
that way
we'll
anyway.
do that.
I'm gonna pull up all the
Just autopiloting a bit in a way that I shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean it's... We haven't really gotten to Zaitan a whole lot, so it's not
Yeah,
like
I need to,
everybody's-
We're focused trying to get things consistent, and some things are just people need to improve, some things we can actually change. I'm fine changing
Yeah.
things, it just sucks to change. I feel like we shouldn't have to change things with so many people having killed before, but
We've also proven
Wait,
that
but-
all the strategies we're using are perfectly viable.
Yes,
Like, they all work.
yes, they're viable, but are they safe and consistent? No. And that's what matters. What's the point of a strategy if you can't kill?
Yeah.
So, again,
But I don't
things
know
like
if it's... Like, I don't know if it's... The safety is an issue because of the strategy, or if it's because of the way people are trying to execute it, you know?
So, what is it? We pull this. So, if the heralds aren't in melee, who cares? The only melee restrictions is going to be me and the chrono, but the chrono is also half range anyway.
Yep.
So, it's easy enough to just be safe and step out. It's not like a DPS Alac Chrono from M is going to be that big of a deal, but it's not like M's been going down a bunch. So when Noth swaps to Vert, well, he's going to be full ranged, so that's going to be a consistency gain, because Noth has been dying a ton. So that will help.
You shift signaled it into the chomp right? Once. On a like Mac.
Probably
I know
not.
M used Sword 3 a second time on accident and teleported into it.
No, there was one where somebody died and the timing was coming back.
Yeah, it was me. It was.
Yeah.
I've never done that before, so.
You shift signal into the chomp. It feels
Well,
bad.
the red circle was gone, the sound effect had gone off, but apparently he had an
Okay.
who
Yep.
dead. Like, it was
Mhm.
microseconds.
Yep.
But yeah, I should have just waited a half second anyway.
So we can
You'll
keep
just-
the current Primordial stuff, just people have to prioritize safety and, well, With
Yeah.
not, we'll just have Noth swap to Vert. We'll just say that's what he's gonna do. At worst case, he'll bring Portal, but he doesn't really need to.
I'll be fine without it. And if he's covering mid green on Suwon, he could take Blink, and you don't need Portal for that.
Yeah, so we can do the same thing on Primordus, no issues. Dormag, again, nothing much. I'll put Arrow towards the center a little bit more, and hopefully that gives people less of a claustrophobic feel. Then Quadratoric doesn't matter, Purification 2 doesn't matter. Mordremoth, again, doesn't matter, people just have to play it safe. Then it's Zaitan. It's just getting better, learning how to properly burst for those who are perhaps new to builds. Otherwise, just bursting.
And be Scream still.
Yep, and then we'll just, let's say, hold on, swapping. I drew. I guess we'll do what other groups do and tell people where to exactly place the healing spring.
Have like a marker for it.
Yeah, seems like the play.
We have a marker for the healing springs, and then a marker for the players, and that way we all walk into the healing spring at the same time.
Yeah, so I can guarantee I'm good for this Wednesday, but not sure past that.
Yep.
Oh, Tuesday for you guys, but yeah.
Then harvest. Alright, so they're gonna be running bats, which means the radius of this is that. So if we're gonna be stacked around here, let's say right here then. Hold on, you give myself a line. So if we are here, let's put this here.
Looks good. Have to make sure everybody is like all the way over there.
I mean, we need to be here because we're going to be running into it.
And then the heralds probably won't be able to be on that side of it with us.
I mean, the heralds will be like here or something, throwing.
That's true, because if they're throwing against the edge, it'll be easier to be nearby.
So, spot to tell the soul beasts to place it would be here, I guess.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they have to be full health to place it. I mean, even if they're not, like,
They'll have protection.
Well, just because if they place it and they're not at full health, it will trigger immediately.
Ah,
And if they're at full health, then it will just leave the trap on the ground like that, and then we can run into it and trigger it.
so you stay. We tell them, okay, wait for the AoEs to go away. And
But
then,
to be honest, they should be at full health.
there is
Like
a
they
chance
shouldn't
they're
be
not.
taking damage. Like the only thing they take damage from is the giants, and like they should just not be underneath the giants.
Because there's a lot of time though when my healing output's pretty limited.
Yeah, but like during Zaitan, there's no damage you take other than Scream if you're
Oh yeah,
handling
it's more
campaigns.
if they're coming into Zaitan with any damage on them.
I mean, I think by the
'cause I'm
time it goes off,
basically
regen should cap them off.
Capping hammer. Yeah, hopefully.
Unless they're walking into AoEs or getting too close to giants or something.
But Bear Stance is the group stun break anyway, right?
What for Stunbreak?
Bear stance. Yeah, it is an option, but that one prevents conditions from being applied. So you have to precast it during the scream.
Bear Stance.
So where are you? So turn off my simulation. There it is. So I have stance share, right?
Like, let's see how long.
Ah, that's a weird skill.
So it's like about 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
1.5 seconds maybe, but
Yeah, that's the problem.
like if you're using it right at the end of scream, then that's the safest way to deal with it. Conditions just get ignored. But that obviously also kills their damage by 10%.
Yeah, it's not great. Healing spray is better. You just place it here, then you run into it. Worst case, you don't get the proc right away, so it takes a couple seconds, and then
Just make sure that
Just have everybody turn on walk.
make sure that Linus and I are in different subs, and then we're good.
That's true too.
And then
Because we're the other stun breaks though.
so we have both soul beasts just run healing spray and just they just place it here when the AoEs go away. AoEs going away is a good call because that's after void pools are applied. These you have to just walk over here and do damage. Then you come back, and then we tell Lanius to hold this F2. We have your Ventari, but ideally you gotta make sure people are alive, so you may not have the energy. And then we both run into.
I'll have the energy because I swap.
Yeah. Both run into it. Either have a delayed Conde clear or immediate spread. Healing springs will persist.
Oh wait, they don't take the. They might be taking the trap trait just because the normal build uses it for frost trap.
That's fine.
In which case, it's a lot. Is it change the size or is it the same? I think it's the same.
Increase the duration. Doesn't change the size.
Okay.
I mean, the actual size is different. Like if I use it now. Damn it. I need to not run cultivated synergy. I healed my spirit.
Oh, like the initial cast is larger than the.
No, I healed my spirit so the healing spring didn't proc.
Oh. I see.
There we go, like it's
Oh, that's much bigger.
Yeah, but
that.
initial proc is smaller, but it then becomes larger. And it
Yeah,
lasts
the thing
this
I'm
long.
like slightly worried about, but that gives me peace of mind, is that like let's say somebody triggers it before the other people run into it, and the other people ran all the way past it before it did the second cleanse. But I think with that size, it should be fine.
Yeah, I'm not concerned about it.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a fine enough strategy then.
Yeah, just
Go
ahead.
I don't know. I'm just thinking like, really they shouldn't be taking any damage. Like from Morgemoth, the waves aren't gonna hurt them. The snipers will do some damage, but regen should heal that, and then they shouldn't be risking getting stomped on by the giants.
Yeah, do
Or
your
the
damage,
worse,
come
the
to
vomit.
star, range it because everyone's fucking range. Yeah, done.
Like straight up just axe 5 inside of them while they're stunned, and then get out, and you don't need to be in them for anything else. So
But we need to be consistent to get to Zayton all the time, and that's the main thing
Yep.
we need to solve. So again, for Tuesday, Purification 1, just play it safe. If you get less Bloodlust, who gives a fuck? For Mortas, everything's the same, just Noth is swapping builds, and Noth can run Scholar because we actually need the raw damage instead of Eagle. Who gives a fuck about Eagle right now? If we get the bug in Primordius, we get the bug in Primordius. That's whatever. Crocodile doesn't matter. Purification 2, we're good on.
If we're
Morgamon,
gonna be like accepting
sorry.
a second chomp on Primordus, then we could just run 2 portal strat, and when we have the
That's
bug,
easy.
just portal out.
I mean, by the time we have to make that judgment call, we're really low on health anyway, and we're probably just gonna kill. So.
Oh, and I mean for like the pull after, we'll know if it's gonna be bugged, and then like I can just portal while we're clearing ads, and then everybody can just portal out for the first chomp,
Okay.
since there's no spreads.
And then in that scenario, well, that'll also
It's just a
mess with
second
muscle memory.
strategy. Like it's not good, but
Yeah. I mean, at that point, damage doesn't matter. So, with that being the case, you
you
use
just walk
your
out too.
portal,
Yeah.
Winfer holds his portal and puts it out. So we go out for a second chomp. Spread out, same greens. We were only gonna have one
Yeah.
void pool anyway. We can try it. But yeah, like everything is just people need to be safe and be better. Like, not much else to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's frustrating it's taken this long, but whatever, at least we have a plan.
It's like I don't know. Like some days haven't been that bad. Like it feels like we're dying to stuff that isn't as big of a deal. But then there's days where it's just Primordus chomp after Primordus chomp.
There's always a lot of Primordus stats.
Yeah, and those in particular feel really bad because it's the second dragon. We've had so much practice on Primordus.
There's also so little noise. Like,
Yeah, like there's not ads. There's not
yep, it's all you have to do.
just stand in the right spot.
Yeah. And Primordus there wasn't bad. Good, yeah.
I had a 30k Primordus on one of them, which felt pretty nice.
Yeah, there's 38.
On Primordus, I mean, it's a lot harder to get a bigger number on him because of the green.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to do it again with earlier portal though.
Yeah, you're at nearly 30 here.
Yeah.
Decent Jormag. My damage was crap today, I've heard.
I actually hit almost 41k on Mordremoth one time today, which I think it had to just come down to phase timing. Maybe it died while I was in Greatsword 4 or something. Hey, you got 40k on Jormag on that one.
Nice.
Does happen apparently.
And then that one's bad. Well, we have a plan.
Yeah, with Thylin potentially leaving, it's gonna make things difficult, but it is what it is.
Is this a good spot?
Okay, runes on Mordremoth are a bit sketch.
Which ones?
Runes on Mordremoth.
Oh,
It's gonna happen some.
would you be cool with that, Noth? Is that something you'd want to do? Yeah, that is a like
Yeah.
like there's people out there that have cleared. I just don't know if they'd want to come for
Yeah.
our comp and stuff, which is the hardest thing, as DPS or otherwise. But
It's also hard to sell it right now.
yeah. But I mean,
If the prog was going fast, it'd be an easier sell.
yeah.
I mean, hopefully with Tuesday we hit.
Yeah.
All we need to do
Yeah.
is succeed in scream twice and we win. And people need to be properly healed. But if they don't take damage, it's fine. We need better burst. People need to hold their burst a little bit because our damage, even when we're like playing it safe, is perfectly fine. Like worst case scenario, we just do a huge ultra hold. But
I'm also happy to record what I'm doing if that's helpful to pass on to whoever.
Probably a good idea because there's nobody else doing what you're doing, probably on the planet. Like I know people talk about doing hammer reds, but I haven't seen any other group actually do it.
I haven't seen any talk about it either. Well, like I've seen it talk like, oh, it's a thing that we're aware
they
that you
talk
could
about it like
do,
it's a
but like,
meme, you know?
yeah.
I'm just going through the builds that are played in HT to see if I can think of something that.
Like, there's obviously always Catalyst, and there's people that will want to play that, but like, I don't know if it's like a good replacement for Bladesworn, but like, it's probably the next best choice. And obviously, if we're okay with having a Vindicator,
No, it's Vindy's the next best choice, yeah.
Vindicator, yeah, but that's without bugs. Vindicator's, I don't know. It's still really, really good, but
Yeah, but I mean
has
the
crazy
reality
damage.
is that it's Vindicated with bugs, right?
Yeah. Anybody who's doing it, for the most part.
Yeah. Is using it.
But
Or trying to learn it.
yeah, you know. Then the numbers that it can pull are just disgusting.
It's like Soul-based, Vindy, and Bladesworn, and then after that is Catalyst, right? Because the ramp up's slow.
Yeah, and like Soul Beast, I've seen a very wide variation on numbers. Whether, like the group I cleared with, we had a Soul Beast that would do like 42k on a phase, 43k on a good phase.
Yep.
But most of the time I don't see anything up there.
I mean, all of them are like performant builds, right?
Yeah.
Vindy's the easiest of those, but
Yeah, and then also just the strongest, like consistently really high numbers, and yeah, just bug abuse, you know. And Weaver, I'm guessing a lot of people are going to want to play it, but it's the squishiest build there is. Like, unless you use Weave Self intentionally for the 20% damage reduction during Zaitan. But then I think you only get it for one scream. I don't think the cooldown's short enough.
to be
use
fair,
it for
that's not
both.
the end of the world.
No, but if they go down, it's, you know.
Yeah, but if you like give up some DPS on one phase, like
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
I agree with that. And
So
then
long
they
as
could just
you
be in the
have
same sub as the Jealous.
burst for the ads, like for champs and for giants and stuff, like.
Well, it's just the other Elementalist builds have a little bit of damage reduction that Weaver doesn't have, as far as I'm aware. Like Weaver needs to use their elite buff to get that.
Yep.
But like, it still should be fine as long as they have protection. And then if they have Jealous Elite or Jealous F2, then anybody will survive. but I haven't yet seen somebody that's playing the new Weaver and like excelling the way I've seen Catalysts, just even in raids, you know. But maybe it'll come.
Yeah, otherwise, it's what? Like, Spellbreaker should be fine.
Yeah, Spellbreaker is actually really good, even if you're using Hammer.
Yep.
It's just
A little bit lower pick.
yeah, it's a little bit lower, but it's like it's easier. You don't have to deal with the
Yep.
Greatsword 4 and 3.
And having an extra strip is not
Yep.
not a
lot
bad
of
thing.
strips for them. Yeah. The only thing is they have to really know their kit, but like if you use Winds of Disenchantment, it breaks you out of stealth. That's something I found out while I was playing with the group last week. Like even before the damage ticks go off, it'll unstealth you.
Yeah, it's probably a World vs. World thing.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. But yeah, they started channeling Winds of Disenchantment while the giants were running at us, and then one of the snipers just kicked 4 people off the edge while we were still stealthed because he wasn't stealthed.
Can you fucking imagine like what World vs. World would have been like if the dome went up and denied boons
Oh yeah, it'd be
without any warning? Oh.
just sneak into the group. And, yeah. But like Spellbreaker hits really hard and really consistently and has free boon rip. And has decent mobility for tough situations, and doesn't have the same roots that Soul Beast has. So like their Axe 5 lets you move while you're using it.
What's your boon?
Otherwise,
duration?
you're starting to get to like stuff that needs to be really performant on individual classes, right? Like Untamed or
Yeah.
like I'm sure Hollow can do decent damage.
Yeah.
Or like if anybody actually is crazy enough to play Power Daredevil.
We could also do a resistance.
Silent
Oh, sorry,
boon
Deadeye.
duration.
Daredevil. Yeah.
What was that?
What's your boon duration, Thylon?
100%. Because what else am I doing with my stats?
Yeah, Soul Beast is mostly ranged, which is a huge benefit.
What are you trying to figure out?
Just looking into resistance because you can explode your tablet to give 8 seconds of resistance.
That's a lot of time.
It's not good energy wise though.
Mm-hmm.
The cleanse is much better
Yep.
because the cleanse also lets me dump the rest of my energy into healing, which we need.
Yeah.
Do you need your rune set? Because you could also run durability, and that will instantly cleanse or instantly resistance everybody on your sub.
I could, but why? Like,
Just because it's free and easy.
yeah, I give up
Like-
healing output and boot duration though.
Yeah,
Because I'm running
it's like I think it works so well with Ham because there's not a barrier rune set.
Well,
and
it's
you
also
don't really need that much boon duration for him.
if you're running double, if you're running 2 healers, like you can give up some healing
Yeah,
without
yeah, that too.
giving a fuck.
So like with my other group, I had told them that Wolfie was running runes of durability, and they tried it out, and then they immediately just kept using it because they just have to be near us, and then when the scream goes off, we all get resistance before the fear applies. So you could, no matter what you're doing, you're not interrupted, you're not moved or anything. You just, it's like it doesn't happen. But like I said, the lower boon duration, lower healing power does suck to give up for an actual healer rather than like Ham being largely barrier and stuff like that. And not needing anywhere near as much boon duration as other classes. And there's, I don't know, there's other Guardian stuff that can do resistance, but
Oh yeah, quick run's good right now. Okay.
It's kind of stupid good right now. I heard people saying 37k
Fucking
bench on
37k,
quickness
like,
giver.
geez.
Like,
Fucking
okay.
Christ.
All because they have better things to do during Scepter than auto attack now.
Lanius, what heal are you running?
Because of the extra pages, or
Not AD. I suppose I should be running
Because of the
AD.
mantras. They use the last charges, and then instead of auto attacking, they'll charge.
yep.
You were AED, Lanius?
No, I'm not. I should probably be running it though, right?
Were you running medkit and stuff? Or heal turret?
No, I wasn't. I was running the one that gives me a little bit of boons, but let me look at it.
Oh, the elixir.
Yeah. What do we want me to run?
Medkit.
Okay.
Just extra burst healing whenever we need it. It's also just a safe kit to go into at the very beginning of every dragon phase. So you don't accidentally, like, rifle something and get out of stealth. It's not like you've been doing that. It's just something that I really enjoyed doing when I was playing Ham.
You don't really get anything out of the healing signet. Like, it's good. It regens you.
Yeah, so...
It's like the best heal skill in inverted commas for like personal healing. But if you don't need personal healing over group utility.
Oh, I was running Elixir Age, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright,
So-
well, interesting.
Run medkit, and then when the Zaitan scream shows up, you go into medkit, do number 3. Hop out. Done. And then any other time it's just, oh, somebody needs healing during a purification phase or something, heal them. Or just hop into elixir for Condi Clear like Jormak or something.
How
can just-
full
yeah.
on the scream circle to release it? Like halfway? Switch in and
I mean,
drop
it lasts like 4 seconds, so once you realize, oh shit, there's a scream AoE coming, then you go into medkit and use it.
Gotcha.
It's also like, I don't think it breaks stealth. So you can just like
No,
drop it
doesn't
while
do
we're
that.
stealth,
Yeah, that's
and
what I
it'll
was-
give everybody a little regen and stuff like that, but
Talking about it earlier, yeah.
yeah.
Oh. It is a little bit redundant for the scream in that you should probably have F2, but
Yeah, it was just, we're looking for safety and consistency, so like,
it's
redundancy
a
is
good-
important.
it's a solid swap for sure.
I'm just looking to see what else. So obviously, so we'll have both Soul Beast run Healing Spring. We'll have, and then we have our redundancies of Medkit and F2 from Lanius, and then we have in the other subgroup, if M can hold his well, that would be a good option. But otherwise, we also have Silent as a backup, because the Wall of Eternity on a Chronomancer. Wait, I don't think he's running that, never mind. Let me find out. Is M running that skill? Where's the heal? Okay, so you're running that heal. So what are your wells?
Wait a minute, so Bandage Blast just throws bandages at people?
Yep.
It's amazing for quick res though.
Yep.
If you do it point blank, every single one like revives
Oh,
a flat percentage.
So all 5 of them kind of just hit someone?
Mhm.
Yeah. It's
Alright,
like
what
that's
else?
always a super useful tool.
Fuck Bear Stance. M's not using Wall of Eternity. What else can we do? I mean, there are other options, I just don't want to revert to them. But we always
Holy
do.
shit, that's a long ass swiftness on Kit 5 as well.
It's really good. Like, just pre-boon as, like, giants or, like, grand bombers are coming in. Just heal us, make sure we have our scholar bonus from Rit.
Someone saying earlier there's a new Ellie build with Scepter now for DPS.
I do not know. I wouldn't be surprised.
Or Ellie?
Anything. What was the new patch recently? Not Weaver, but the follow-up you said after that. Is there something like they're doing 37k now that they're not autoing Scepter anymore?
Oh, is this Fire
Fire
Wizard?
Wizard? I've seen a lot of people playing that.
I really don't want to run that skill just for that, though.
Yeah, and I
Kit
wasn't
5's
holding
insane.
I wasn't holding F2 before, so I should now too. So we should be double covered.
I'm pretty sure, like, I'm just looking through all this stuff just for my passive knowledge at this point. Like, we have 2 to 3 options in each subgroup now.
Mm-hmm.
Just seeing what else there is just to understand.
I'm turning in for the night. It's late here.
Great, man.
Alright.
See ya.
Catch you later.
Tuesday. Yeah, so like there's the whole thing with like having more options means we'll be more consistent, but it just feels bad knowing that other people are going to be picking up someone else's
Slack.
job just because they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that just for yourself? Okay.
Which?
The active untrue nature on legendary dragon, on glint rather, just for yourself. Alright, we're down to traits. Oh, you're never gonna do that.
What do you mean by only for yourself?
I mean, all it says is transfer conditions to nearby enemies. That's it.
Oh, the demon one.
Oh, it is demon. Never mind. My bad. Thought
Yeah.
Wiki misled me.
No, Dragon is the boon extension.
Yeah. Yeah, but that also good.
Yeah, the demon one that got absolutely gutted when they changed resistance. Yep.
Yeah. Druid would be a pretty
It was
good
so good
option,
before.
but not really Druid.
Now it's so
Yeah.
bad. Druid has a toolkit, that's for sure. Same with Firebrand.
Yup. Could you imagine if Firebrand had a like a mobility skill for free, like Shift Signet or Druid Staff 3 or whatever? It would have everything.
I feel like there's one other thing that they're missing. I don't remember what it was.
I guess they can't give quickness from a distance, but that's a really
Oh,
rare
sure, there's
thing.
AoE stuff. It's not it though.
Me.
I don't remember.
Do they give vigor?
You can. In book 2. Skill
Okay,
3.
that's right.
Something you should probably like absently use on Healbrand now. Because it
Yeah.
gives regen as well. And like, you're not doing that much with your pages a lot of the time.
Yep. I like to use Tome 3 skill 5 whenever a big damaging thing is incoming now.
Oh, for sure.
But,
Yeah,
like,
that's a normal good use of
yeah.
pages. But like that, it's basically that occasional mechanics that you know you're gonna have to manage, and otherwise it's like your group fucked up and took a lot of damage or something like that, and you need to go
Yeah.
into book 2. So like you might as well give people extra dodges and regen. Help out that weird fucking Mesmer who needs regen in your group.
The Condi Mesmer.
Yeah, the Chaos build, or there's some Mirage builds that need the regen, right?
Yeah, Mirage, Chaos Virtuoso, and then presumably Chronomancer as well.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a Condi Chronomancer in a very long time, but I know
sure
the
they
build
exist
still
somewhere.
exists. Yeah. Presumably, as a boon giver, it wouldn't be that bad because Ritual's Gears is pretty solid.
Hmm.
Another potential redundancy is running Rune of the Water, and that allows like a glint heal to remove a
Oh
concern.
yeah, water runes are fine. Yeah, that gives up very little.
Other than that, not seeing too much. Alright.
Yeah.
So, I understand a lot more. So, once we deal with Scream, Zytan really shouldn't be an issue. If it's an issue, people are crap. Purification 3. I honestly expect it to be as smooth as Purification 2.
It shouldn't be too bad unless, like, as long as people aren't running around like crazy before the bubble's up.
Then we'll get to Suwon, we'll die to first screen, and we'll go from there. Alright, well.
Yeah, Suwon 2 is going to be a mess the first few times, that's for sure.
I don't think we'll gain too much more about talking about the same crap. It's just, we're all frustrated. It's all, well, at least we have a plan.
Yep.
Progress should have been better, but it's not. So, we'll make it better. Alright, 6. Looking for HTcm group. Portal, Vert / DPS scene till Soon 1 Part 1.
Let me grab some logs with that person, one sec.
Anyways, give me a minute.